What's up guys, I'm Fernando.
And I'm Victoria.
And welcome to Lunar Living. This is our channel. This is our very first video, so we're kind of excited to make a YouTube channel. Biggest reason why is because
there's just been a lot of videos during this quarantine time that we've been searching for, and although we've seen really great videos, some of them we have to put two and two together and try to make something out of it, and trying to find what we're really looking for. So we know that there's a lot of people struggling with different things, whether it's cooking, cleaning, and just anything and everything. And so what we're trying to do is just help as many people as we can. One, have fun while you're doing the things you don't know how to do, because it can be very intimidating.
Like she mentioned, our goal of this channel was to basically show how we live our daily lives, and what the things we like to do on a daily basis.
Yeah, so with that, we asked ourselves some questions, and this is pretty much how we came up with wanting to do a channel. So most of you who know us and are watching us, once again, thank you again for supporting us and everything that we do. But we've asked these questions to see what would people want to know, or what would we think people would want to know, and why we're doing what we're doing. So
I'm just here just for
he's just here for support. He'll probably get kicked off if I reach a certain amount of people.
Get out of here.
So why YouTube, Fernando?
So like I mentioned, I don't want to ramble on too much, but YouTube, because it's a great way for us to communicate with our family, and like I mentioned, I want to share the things that I like to do on a day-to-day basis, and share that knowledge that that I have, and as well as learn from you guys. No one's perfect, and I feel like a lot of the skills that I have, or the things that I do, I can share with you guys. And honestly, it took us a long time for us to really start this channel up, and the biggest dilemma was that we kind of had a real private life, and we haven't really opened up to a lot of people. We've kept our inner circle very small, but the thing about being private is you kind of get bored of it.
Yeah, so for instance, for me, YouTube was as you mentioned, it is an outlet to help other people and uplift other people, and I feel like me and Fernando together, we vibe really well, so we're able to help others, they're having a bad day or whatnot. And what else? What was I gonna say?
You were just going on.
I know. It's always good to see if anybody else is going through the same struggle, so we don't feel alone. So yeah, that's why the big deal is YouTube. And adding on to why we are private, we've learned along the way, from dating to getting married to now, how important that was for us and our growth as a couple. And that's probably something that we can hopefully do another video on, and help other people as well.
We're not perfect. We're not
perfect.
Perfect.
We're not perfect. We still have a lot. Trust me. There's days I just want to throw books at him, but but at the same time, it did get to a point where we did isolate ourselves a lot, and we took feedback from that too, because again, we're not perfect, and we're not saying we are. We're just saying that this might help somebody else who's probably going through the same thing and thinking private life means don't share anything whatsoever with anybody, and just you do need help from other people to be able to overcome whatever is going on. So is it scary to leave our private life now being not so private? It is scary, and it terrifies me, and that's why we took so long to try to do a channel, because it's been something that we've talked about. I can't imagine how many times that we did something, we're that would have been great for footage and whatnot, but it's just because of that, because I was afraid to put ourselves out there and lose that privacy that we worked so hard to have. But at the same time, yeah, it's true. I guess it does get boring.
and we're still very conscious about, keeping a certain level of privacy. But again, we want to expose ourselves to you guys, and not that way. But we want to.
What? What are you exposing?
I don't know. It's these YouTube things.
Oh God, ya se me subió. No, just kidding.
But we want to be able to share our lifestyle, and you know, we want to vibe with you guys, and you know, be able to learn from each other. And especially, we want to provide fresh content, you know, something that, you know, you really don't see. There's a lot of YouTube couples out there right now. Not trying to bag on them or anything like that.
Vamos a empezar mal.
No. But, you know, we want to provide something different, you know. And like she mentioned in the beginning, there's a lot of DIY videos out there. And
great ones too.
Great ones too, but I feel like when I'm watching some, you know, there's always a little bit of a struggle because either they go too fast or they're not very detailed, and we want to, you know, do some stuff like that. You know, I have a lot of skills in certain crafts that, you know, like I mentioned, I could share with you guys, but just, yeah. So
just don't show them how you burned down the house. Just don't show them
out of here. I got electrocuted the other day.
Yeah, which is gonna be a whole different story. I'm telling you, we have stories for days. So what, like, leading on to that, what inspired us, which is even before, you know, right now, which I really don't want to talk much about what's going on right now, because I think we all know what's going on right now. And it's just, yeah, it's just negativity out there. So what inspired us? So yes, throughout the times, like, hey, I love watching makeup videos. I loved it. And did I learn from it? Freaking yes, I learned a lot. But I've also, like, looked up, like you said, you know, cooking videos, because, you know, I'm a great cook, so why wouldn't I be looking at a video? Wow, guys, I just got exposed. But anyway, so, you know, learning from that too, and having to dig for something that you want. Sometimes they're really great, and then there's, you know, gray areas, and there's just like a little bit of everything. And there's times where they're like really great that you're like, oh, I wish I could do the same thing and show you guys how I recreated this meal. That was like great. So just like not being able to find what we're looking for. So I think that's what we're trying to share, you know, how to not shock yourself, how to, but yeah, so that inspired us, you know, a little bit of that. And then leading on, what are you wanting to gain out of this channel? I mean, other than followers.
I keep beating that horse, but I mean, I want to feed off of you guys, and I want you guys to feed off me, and that's my biggest, you know, momentum for making this channel, is being able to share, you know, different pieces of content, and
for anybody and everybody.
Yeah, and being able to share our journey with you guys. You know, I know a lot of people that I know ask me how I do it, you know, how we travel, and you know, how we can do certain things. And I feel like, you know, we're able to kind of be the big brother or the big sister as to, you know, answering those questions, and you know, showing you guys how to do different things. But that's the biggest thing I want to gain out of it, is being able to get feedback from you guys and just learn and grow, and learn and grow together with my spouse, and you know, just be us, you know, just be raw, uncut, you know, not have to write a script.
As raw as it gets.
Yeah, but I mean, we're gonna try our best to be as real with you guys, and you know, be as comfortable. I mean, we're on our couch right now. We're not scripted. I'm not reading anything off of a prompter.
We're only on our couch because it has good lighting, but just kidding.
But moving on to the next question, what we got?
So now, you know, starting off with that, like what this channel will be about. Again, we're gonna have everything and anything, and whatever you guys want to see, we'll do. Whatever you guys are too timid to do, as far as like recreating meals, recreating DIYs, recreating whatever you want.
The one I'm excited about is local restaurants. Yeah. So this is my favorite, because I love freaking eating.
We have this inside joke of when we met, which we'll talk a little bit about that. But when we met, he used to tell me like, oh, have you been to this place? Let's go eat there. And I'm like, where is it at? And then he would give me like street names. I'm like, yeah, so he would tell me like so-and-so street and this place, and you know, this is the spot. We've been going there for years. And I'm just like, you know, like, I only know very few places, like Tacos TJ, what? And then he used to tell me, no, like there's this other place, and he'd take me, and when I get there, I'm like, oh, I've never been here. Like, I didn't even know this side of town existed, okay? It's like the saying where you think that the world is flat, you know, that's how I thought about, you know, Fresno, like it's just, this is it, like this is the neighborhood. So then he'll tell me like, oh, you've never been past Shaw, have you? And I'm just like, okay. So not anywhere we go, whether we travel, whether nothing, we'll just be like, you've never been past Shaw, have you?
Shout out Quesadilla Gorilla by Celia Fresno. Shout out Taylor's Hot Dogs. So, you know, that's one I'm excited about, is, you know, just trying different things. I think that's one of the biggest struggles in the valley.
What is this place called?
It's called Taqueria y Panaderia La Michoacana. It's on Belmont between Maple and Chestnut.
Talking about that, right now that it's hot and everything, you can go to La Michoacana. Like that's the one that I know, which is in downtown Fresno. Yeah.
Panaderia on Palm and Belmont, I think it's out there. But yeah, I mean, being able to just expose a lot of these local businesses. I know a lot of local businesses are struggling right now. And you know, we're gonna try our best to give them a lending hand and, you know, show you guys their menu, what we usually get to eat there, and just kind of show,
you know, because I would love to cook at home, but you know, we gotta support our locals, so why not take out?
For the record, I'm the one that cooks. I love cooking. I like making steaks, ribs, pasta, everything. My sister-in-law will vouch for me.
When have you made pasta?
Macaroni and cheese.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Fire.
Tírale sal. Oh no, macaroni no lleva sal.
I mean, you can, but
it's kind of weird. All right. So, where did you meet me?
First time I met my wife was in high school. It was in our, I don't even remember what period class it was, but it was in our English class. I walked in.
Wasn't even like, oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, I walked in. It was my first day of school. I still remember it. First day of school, first day of sophomore year, and
dang,
I walked in, and she was the loudest person in the freaking room. And
you know what's crazy though? Like I said in the beginning, I'm usually not, pero si está el ambiente, you know, like I'm loud. And I could be loud.
The biggest thing that I got attracted to was her smile. Like, and then back then, we're gonna share some pictures, but back then, Vicky used to have this giant bump, like
hey, it was a style. I don't know about everybody else, but it was not. It was the tease that everybody wanted. Okay, that's the one thing I've had is good hair, and everybody always used to ask me to tease their hair. And
that's when I first met her.
And the curls.
Oh yeah, and the curls. But that was the first thing, you know, that we seen. But I don't know. I don't know if you remember something
different. The first thing that I see. Okay. You know when the movie Teresa came out? I'm just throwing back a little. You know, she's from the barrio, bien presumida and everything, and you know, I ain't gonna lie, I've learned along the way that, you know, being a presumida, it ain't life. That's not life. And I was over here, you know, like he said, with my little bump and my little curls and my one brand new shirt for the school year.
The one with the little cheetah on it?
No. Oh, that was two. Oh, ese año me fue bien. No, I'm just kidding. It was the blue one. The blue one with the little buttons, and it had like a little like puffy, almost Cinderella vibe. I don't know. Weird.
Oh, I remember that one.
With my little white shorts, y toda la cosa. But yeah, so that was me walking into the class, and then the first thing I see is this fodongo, which I had to make sure he did his hair today, but he was wearing some cargos, a brown shirt, okay? And nothing against brown, but we're brown, and putting brown just too much, you know? And he wore a brown shirt, and then next thing you know, I'm over here like checking him out, like, oh dang, mira como camina. No, I'm just kidding. But then I looked down, and then his shoes were taped up. And that's how I met my husband.
I used to, I got an explanation for that. I used to ride BMX bikes a lot, and my shoes were always tore up. I mean, but it was mostly because, you know, we were out here being tacuaches and we didn't use brakes.
Oh, heck no.
So we used our foot as the brakes. I don't know if everyone...
Tacuache que ni come aguacate.
Dang, but yeah, it was a pair of Vans that I had gotten for free from a friend's house. And
from a friend's house?
Yeah, from a friend's house. They weren't even mine, and I taped them up. I was broke, y'all.
Yeah, we were, and like I said, we are. Take it back. Reel it back in. But yeah, so what was that question all about? Yeah, so that's how we met, guys, and we met in high school. And then, question for you. How long have we been together?
Man, I should be asking you this question. I know it already.
What is it?
We got together in September of 2011.
What date?
It was September 22nd.
Okay.
See? And then we got married, was it?
When did we get When did we get married?
June. Was it June?
Mm-hmm.
Right, June 14th. No, June.
Yeah, June 14th.
June 14th, it was in 2013.
Because that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
We met, you know, 2011, and then do the math. When did we get married? What year?
We didn't meet 2011. We got together in 2011.
Yeah, we got together 2011. We met sooner than that. Which that'll be a juicy story. But yeah, so we officially became boyfriend and girlfriend that time. And then when did we get married?
We got married a few years later, a couple years later, 2 years later.
2 years later,
Yeah,
so you guys can do the math.
2013, we've been together for how long? Count with your fingers. 1, 2, 3.
Saca los frijolitos para que cuente.
We've been together for, this year it'll be, what, Mija? Go ahead.
It'll be 9 years this year.
Together? Or
married?
Married?
Married is 8.
We got
7.
7. Dang, can't even do math.
Es que contigo se me va el tiempo.
Dang.
So we've been together now, married 7 years, and
together almost 9.
Almost 9.
So almost 10 years, y'all. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's an enormous amount of time.
Yeah.
And you know, I thank God
this
for
is my longest relationship. No, I'm just kidding.
for giving us the opportunity to be together for this long. You know?
For sure.
It's
We've learned a lot. We've learned a lot, and we are still continuing to learn.
Not perfect, but you know, it is what it is. Whatever.
Nothing that tape can't fix. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
And then what was people's reactions when they found out we've been married that long? And
what do you mean?
We were. I was 19. I had just turned 19, and Fernando had turned.
I was 18. I turned
19.
I turned 18 in September, and she was 19 when we got married.
Yeah.
So my mom's initial reaction to me telling her that I wanted to get married was not very good. Is that most Hispanic families know, you know, it's like, mijo, don't go, you know, but.
Ayuda con la renta.
But we were kind of, and honest, I'm gonna be upfront with you. I'm gonna be raw. We were young and dumb. We both didn't know.
Dumb.
We didn't.
So dumb. I'm just kidding.
Ya, pues, está frío el caldo.
Oh.
We had just started college at Fresno State, and we were madly in love. That I can't deny. You know, we were madly in love with each other, and the biggest hurdle for us.
Todo por los papeles. No, I'm just kidding. I was born here.
The biggest hurdle for us is, you know, finding the right amount of time together. And our plan was to initially get an apartment together. But, you know, like most Hispanic families are, you know, the father doesn't really want to leave the daughter.
Which is understandable now that we think about it. Because now I'm like, damn, if I ever have a daughter, you know, what would I think about that? Which, again, I think we're very private and open at the same time. Open-minded, I would say, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, yeah, it would hurt, and we didn't think of any of that. And that's a lot, you know, for a lot of people out there. Like, I know how it can be, and I know you want to live together, and you feel like, okay, I'm a grown adult, I'm gonna go out there to the world, and you know, but it's not like that. Stay home, guys. But yeah, so we had that. We had a lot of negative comments, a lot of hurtful comments, people telling us we're gonna last, you know, 2 weeks, 3 months. They're like, oh, you know, en unos días después de que te cases vas a regresar a tu casa, and that was hurtful. But at the same time, I was just like, okay, well, that's your opinion. You know, everybody has an opinion, and we respect everybody. And whether it's hurtful or not, like, we're like, okay, that's your thought process. And you know, I wish you nothing but the best, and I wish you happiness. But here we are, trying our best, you know, to be kind to one another, loving to one another, learning from one another, and so on. But that's a whole nother video.
Mm-hmm.
If you like this one, then we might make another one.
We're not gonna do any giveaways though. We're poor.
How about how many people comment down below, and then I'm gonna pick a random person to give me $100.
Hey.
So yeah, so that's the story for that. What are some of our hobbies? Well, now it's gonna be YouTube, right?
I guess I wouldn't really consider it a hobby because I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I don't know, you know. But some of my hobbies. Some of my hobbies are I like going fishing. We love traveling together. You know, one of my newest hobbies that I recently picked up is landscaping. I know it's in my blood, you know, and it's in my
Why you say it like that?
But you know, I've grown to like it. You know, it's very rewarding, and I feel like you know, as an adult now, you know, those are some of the things, unfortunately, you do have to pick up. But and what are some of your hobbies?
So my hobbies. Just kidding, guys. Déjame te cuento. So I picked up on sewing. And it was one of those things that like I wanted to do it for the longest, and I'm not that person to take initiative in a lot of things, you know, and sometimes I do need a little push. But yeah, so one of my hobbies I picked up is sewing, and it's been fun, but at the same time it's been very stressful. Like I said, trying to find the right video, and maybe I haven't digged good enough in, you know, in YouTube to try to like find something for me, but I've done that. And I also like to
you like to travel, right?
I like to travel. Guys, I am a homebody, and it's hard, and this year I'm breaking out of my shell and doing a lot of things that I would normally not do, which is what we're leading to next. Don't judge me, don't hate me, okay? Like my cuñada said, if you're a hater, get off my page. But
oh no.
But we're gonna take a nice fun trip to get something that I've never had before. Was a child, like I was like, voy a llorar. Pero it was something that I wanted for the longest, and as we said, we grew up, you know, knowing the actual struggles of not having, you know,
the ghetto.
Talking about the ghetto. But not having, you know, the things that you want as a child, or sometimes even the things that we need, because money wasn't there. But it's okay, because it helped us become who we are today and appreciate what we have now and what we worked for, and appreciate our parents too. So shout out to our parents who made these beautiful things. But
Tell me, I look like a pug. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, but I think that's what we should share one time too, is our ancestry in our next video. Maybe in another video. Hey, show the people where we're from.
All right, we could do that. And like we said, si nos gusta, si we become YouTuberos, then yeah, we'll probably do it. But yeah, so that's one of my hobbies. Also, I do enjoy like just spending time with my family, and although they may say otherwise, I do.
You like shopping, right?
Oh, I forgot. This quarantine made me forget about shopping. I love shopping.
Oh, everything's closed. Wah, wah, wah.
Marshall's is the place. Most of the stuff that I got for our house was Marshall's. So Marshall's is the place. So
you're excited to pick up the cycling hobby. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna buy her a little.
Oh yeah, that's what we're getting to. I'm sorry, I went on a
ramble.
Yeah, and you didn't stop me.
But I'm gonna buy her a bell. We're gonna get a helmet, some knee pads, some elbow pads. But don't worry.
Yeah. I mean, I know how to ride a bike. I'm not gonna fall.
I mean, it's been like 20 years since you rode a bike.
We've gone to GB3 on the site.
But that's not the same. Like, you have to balance yourself.
Okay, put training wheels. Don't judge me. Don't hate me.
Oh,
but yeah, I've never ever owned a bike. Not even a used one. Not even a flat tire one. Not even one that's missing a tire, ready to be fixed. No, nada. And I was always promised one. But yeah, so now that we've been putting it off for so long, we're gonna pick up our bikes tomorrow, and hopefully no me hago otro de estos. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much, you know, who we are, what we want to do.
You're gonna let me talk?
No. This is my channel.
I hope you guys like a little bit of our introduction to who we are and what we're trying to bring to this channel.
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to be a learning process for both us and, you know, the community, and being able to share this kind of content. I feel like we're going to gain a lot out of this, and if we continue and pursue, maybe we can inspire others to do the same thing and share their journeys as well. I feel like we're going to be able to, you know, utilize this as a growing experience, like I mentioned several times,
and helping them like achieve what they want to do, whether it comes to traveling. Trust me, I was like, oh, me voy a comprar un carro con ese dinero and stuff like that, and it took us places. It took us to Paris. It's taking us to Hawaii.
Fun fact, the first time Vicky flew on an airplane was with
Again, I've never gone past Shaw. But yeah, so we have a lot of fun stories and a lot of things we would love to share now, because I'm gonna break out of my shell of being shy when I don't know somebody, and being shy with sharing struggles. I think that's the biggest thing for everybody. We don't like to share when we struggle, when we go through a rough patch, but I think that can help many people overcome that situation. And hopefully we can inspire you guys, and hopefully we can bring something new for everybody out there, for your brother, for your sister, for couples, for mom and dad, for neighbors, for whoever, just el perro, el gato, whoever, just anybody we can inspire. So jugadas con mi amor. But yeah, so we're gonna close it out, guys.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave some comments.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
We have our Facebook, which is gonna be
Luna Living. Is it?
No.
What is it? On the intro I said Luna Living, so you might have to shoot the
No.
again.
Our YouTube channel is Luna Living.
Yo ni sé.
Okay.
Yo ni sé.
Adios, ya quiteo el job.
Alright guys, see you on the next video.